Hello, my name is Leonard Lin, and today I want to share a personal reflection on an interpersonal communication challenge I experienced, how I navigate it, and what it taught about myself as a communicator. Communication is the foundation of all our daily relationships, but when you live with the people you communicate with, the stakes become much higher. Let's dive into the situation. To give you some context, this challenge took place between 2024 and late April of 2025. During this time, I was living in shared housing, and the situation involved my roommates. To maintain strict confidentiality, I will not be using any real names today. The core issue was a significant misunderstanding that arose between me and one of my roommates, who also happened to be a close friends. Because we share a living space, this misunderstanding quickly created a tense, uncomfortable environment for the entire household. It was incredibly challenging because in a shared living situation, you cannot easily walk away from a conflict. The negative energy was always present in our daily life, making a casual talk feel heavy and strained. It forced me to realize that leaving the issue unresolved simply wasn't an option. So, how did I handle it? My primary strategy was patience. Instead of reacting immediately in the heat of the moment, which likely would have made things worse, I deliberately chose to let the situation cool down for a moment. Once the initial emotional tension had eased, I took the initiative to invite my roommate to talk one on one in a private setting. During our conversation, I paid close attention to how I communicate. I purposely use a calm and slightly friendly tone of voice. My reasoning for choosing this specific approach was simple. I wanted to reduce the visible tension between us and create a safe, non-threatening space. I knew that if I approached them with anger or defensiveness, they would match my energy. By keeping my tone light and approachable, it allowed both of us to lower our guard and focus on solving the actual problem rather than attacking each other. Looking back at how the conversation went, I can identify a few specific interpersonal skills that come into play. Some have worked incredibly well, while others highlighted areas where I still need to grow and do more improvement. The skill that stood out the most was emotional control. I have to admit, I am not typically used to people suddenly bringing up topics that are too deep or heavy for a casual conversation. Initially, it felt overwhelming. However, I noticed how consciously maintaining my emotional control anchored me. It kept me grounded, prevented me from panicking, and ultimately made the conversation a lot easier to navigate. An honorable mention must also go to active listening. This skill had proved to be invaluable. By forcing myself to step back and truly listen, I understood my roommate's perspective so much better. It proved to me how vital it is to hear the other person's side completely before rushing to conclusion or forming a defense on myself. This entire experience provided me with a profound personal reflection. The old me deeply struggled to initiate conversation about conflict. I used to avoid them entirely because I simply didn't know how to handle the discomfort. But I've learned that ignoring a problem doesn't make it disappear. It just causes it to grow. If I am faced with a similar situation in the future, my approach will be slightly refined. I will still allow the situation to loosen and cool down a little bit first, but I will make it a priority to initiate the talk the very moment things feel off, rather than waiting too long. Furthermore, a concrete improvement strategy I am actively working on is developing clearer expressions. I want to ensure that when I state my boundaries or thoughts, I can do so clearly and effectively without accidentally praising that might offend the person I am talking to. Ultimately, this challenge turned out to be a great lesson in maturity. It taught me that conflict isn't something to fear, it's just an opportunity for better communication. That's all from me, and thank you.